Hi, everyone. Welcome to another genre play. We're back with DC20 again. This time, it's session 4 of our Star Wars themed game. And DC20 is from Dungeon Coach. If you've been on the channel much, you've seen a lot of DC20 from us. And Greg is our game master, Gasta, whatever you got going on there.
Master Gasta.
And why don't you catch the audience up on what we've been up to?
Sure. At the time of this recording, by the way, the Dungeon Coach might be done somewhat soon with the next version, so we'll see how soon that is. But I believe he has all the rules done. He's just waiting for his people to put into the formal PDF layout for the books too. So,
and which version is this one that we're doing right now?
We're doing 08, and this will be 09 that's coming out, I think, pretty soon. That'll be interesting. But regardless, last time on the Infinite Entity, as we can call it, why not? You all infiltrated a prison looking for a certain quirk button knocker, as in Asus and Grom did. Little Jedi apprentices deciding to go against the Jedi Order, doing what's needed in this case to go save Quirk. 44, a droid at this station, became sentient as he malfunctioned and never got his maintenance to erase his memory, and decided that he also wanted to kind of leave this prison. So you all made a plan. You went to the core of the ship. You found the mostly dead Rakata that was plugged into the computers, and you put him out of his misery after he hinted at something about an infinite entity coming to save his kind. As you did that, it of course took down all the different things in the station, like the gravity, the lights, the atmosphere, everything. So you all did a treacherous trip to the hangar, having some encounters, finding a Twi'lek who you helped. You never asked his name. And I think it was Jarek, if I remember right. The Rodanian, whatever it's called.
Rodian. You said it right the first
Rodian,
time.
Pointy Mouth, came with you, and you made it to a ship. There was prison factions fighting each other, also getting on ships. And as you made it out of the prison, you went into the middle of this faction war that was going on with the prisoners, who found ships themselves and started attacking each other. You navigated your way through that. Unfortunately, your ship was on autopilot. A certain female human hologram who called you fellow slaves came on, and she directed the autopilot to take you to a derelict planet in the center of this nebula. The planet itself looks black since there is no light. As you get closer, you can see some artificial lightning, more like emergency light, dim lighting, as a bay door opens on this rock and takes you inside the planetoid itself. As you go into the planetoid, possibly after some time, your ship lands with a gentle thud on a landing pad, a protrusion of metal over a vast cavernous depth that you can see back and forth. This landing pad is jutting out from this area that heads deeper into some type of mining setup here. The place feels wrong in some ways. The emergency lights cast sickly greenish glow in the area. You have what looks to be like a war zone frozen in time, twisted metal, shattered crystal, scorch marks. You realize this is actually just the hallmark of Rakata engineering, this strange organic look that they have. You see tunnels leading off into the darkness. You can make out what a... No, you can't make that out. Sorry. But you are disrupted by a figure approaching your ship. I believe you put down the ramp as the figure approached because Quirk recognized this guy. A certain... what was his name? A certain Qual-Ri, Zabrak, that you worked with, who also worked against the Sith. He greets you and says, Quirk! I'm so glad to see you here. What are you doing here? I guess you were caught. But I'll have you know there is a great being in this rock think he is called an infinite entity, and he will save us. And that's where we left off.
Nice. You know what this strange place reminds me of? It reminds me of like a Janet Tales and Twisted Lore. Our new anthology.
Yeah.
If you read my story in Enchanted Tales and Twisted Lore, you will also find yourself floating in a nebula in space.
Yes.
Ooh.
Star Siren is your story, yes.
I remember you saying that you had to look into nebulas a bit because because of it, and you're talking about my nebula. You're criticizing my nebula. I'm just kidding.
No, I was not. I was not. I was giving additional description based on
That's true.
science.
Yeah. No, it actually is cool that all those nebula pictures you see in space are because of special spectrums that the telescopes use to see them. They're not actually that color with the naked eye. But anyway. Yes. Sorry. This Zabrak seems to have yellowish skin, the little horns coming out around his head, some black marks on his face. He's wearing what looks to be thick, hard, durable clothing. There's black smudges on it. And yeah, he definitely approaches Quark and says, "So, are you here to help us with the infinite entity?"
Qual, my friend, it is good to see you here. How long have you been on this planet?
Oh, me, I haven't been here as long as some of the others, about 3 years. You realize that does coincide about with when he was disappeared.
But it is good to see you alive, my friend.
For now.
We simply escaped the prison ship.
Escaped?
And yes, that place is no longer functioning.
Oh.
And the ship we came in here was programmed to come here and nowhere else.
Well, it's a good thing we finished uncovering the infinite entity. I think it's been about a month ago. Some weird substance we can't get close to. Or at least any of the drills can't get close to it. I don't know why. It's like magnetic and reflects it away. The opposite of magnetism. Repulsion. That's what it's called. But yeah, you should come meet the others. I think they're about to fight each other, to be honest. But, difference of opinion. Whatever.
Asus sticks his head out from behind the Wookiee and the battle commander and says, excuse me. What is the infinite entity?
Well, you realize he's kind of stuck for words. He's like trying to describe it, and he's stuttering.
We want it out?
Of course.
I'm fully on board. I'm just curious.
Of course, we want it out. That's going to be. It's going to solve so many problems. Everyone here will tell you that. Think of the galaxy right now. So many conflicts. Oh, imagine if this entity was out.
Reading his demeanor, do I get a sense of he read a book on the subject versus he drank the Kool-Aid / he was in
you can definitely do an insight. Yeah.
Force user advantage on skill roll to read someone else's intentions or emotions. Does this count?
Ooh. Intentions, no. Emotions are obvious. I would say actually probably wouldn't count in this case.
Okay.
Kind of a different, more psychological type thing.
Auto advantage on insight, and then I thought, that might not actually count.
Yeah.
But still an 18.
18's not bad. You get the impression that you ever met people who have a feeling towards something and they spend a whole lot of time trying to rationalize it, sometimes badly. That's kind of what's going on right here.
Okay, cool. We'll follow along, but drop to the back of the group.
Can I reach out with my awareness in the area, see if anything's off or any other people are watching us?
That's not a specific skill you have, right? That's
just awareness roll.
You're trying to do
perception check.
Oh, okay, yeah, just do awareness.
I just said it dramatically. Okay. 14.
14. You do get a sense of wrongness about something. You look around, smell a bit of ozone for some reason. It's something about this 14. You can't really put your finger on it.
I don't know if you meant this to be character knowledge or not from the last session, Greg, but I seem to remember you making a comment that Quirk notices that he's acting uncharacteristic of himself in some way. Like, this is not exactly how he used to behave. He used to be more of
it is definitely
less friendly, right?
You don't remember him being such a cheerleading guy, too.
Yeah. Well, just as a player, considering how you were portraying him, I was like, okay, we're talking definitely some sort of psychic influence going on here. So could I roll like a general insight roll to see if I can come up with anything more?
Sure. I would even give you advantage in some ways. Yeah, advantage because you know the guy.
I'm just gonna blurt out.
Know him pretty well.
What have you been smoking?
Well, there is some dust down there.
They got spice in this world, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm afraid I didn't do much better. 15.
Yeah. 15. I mean, you do know him. You do know he's out of character. He's usually a bit more gruff, more cold. But yeah, it's just very out of character for sure. But you can definitely tell it's him. I mean, you see the hallmarks of his personality still coming through. But the overall mood that he usually has is just way off.
Take us to the beach. We came for the beach.
Beach? There's actually a beach on one of the carvings of the door that we can't get past.
Is it a map to take us to the beach?
I don't think it's a map. It's weird. Some droid is just sitting in front of it looking at the ocean. Anyway, so...
There's a picture of a droid watching the ocean. Take me to it, please.
Sure. I should probably take you first to... what's her name?
Also, there's an off chance that another ship like ours may be coming here with more prisoners trying to escape. I wonder if we should do something about that.
I don't know. Maybe, but if they're prisoners, they'll probably just help us. Yeah, I should probably take you to Sarnath. You, Quark, also recognize Sarnath. She was another one. She was the Mariluka that was in one of your visions that was working against the Sith from within. Also disappeared.
Well, at least now we know where your friends are, Quirk. They're here.
Yeah.
They may not be exactly the same person you remember them, but they're here.
Yeah, she's absolutely convinced that this entity is part of the light side.
Well, it would be good to see her again.
All right, well, follow me. And he will head off into one of the tunnels. There is a large door there that he goes over to the pad on the side, hits a button, it opens. It doesn't seem to have security. And while the atmosphere out here on the dock is a bit thin, you realize you're starting to breathe hard just being out here after a while, except for 44. You can feel a rush of decent atmosphere past this door. So it's obviously getting better.
Grom, why are you panting?
It's hot. I got a lot of fur on.
A lightsaber falls out of your crotch. No, but
Are you sure it's his crotch?
Well, you were in prison. There are wallets. So as you head through this door, he takes you to what looks to be some type of metal pad on a rail. You can walk onto the pad. There's benches on the side. He says, "Hey, you should probably buckle in." The side of the rail closes, and the thing just starts and starts heading downward, deeper into this planetoid, from what you can tell. It's activated with a low hum. You begin your descent downward. It's a bit jerky ride, but at certain places, but overall pretty smooth. It's moving smoothly and kind of slow at first, but it speeds up and up and up, and you realize it's continually speeding up and up and up for a very long time, it seems, and it starts going faster and faster and faster.
Next to Grom, Asus is doing like mostly silent, but like Jedi meditation to stay centered in his own mind and be aware of any outside influences.
Interesting.
Mental resistance to these aren't the droids you're looking for, or awareness if one starts poking in.
Yep. Okay, I'll say doing that will give you disadvantage
whatever
on
he's smoking. You'll be fine.
That will give you advantage on of that type of thing you're trying to help against, but it'll also give you disadvantage on doing like awareness checks and stuff of things around you, obviously.
Sure.
If it's fast enough, I'm gonna put my arms up like a roller coaster.
It is fast enough, and it gets even faster. And you realize why you had to buckle in. The air does grow a little colder as you seem to pass level by level. You see emergency lights illuminating sections in the shaft as you go, but it's not too consistent. There's side tunnels. You see etching with strange Rakata symbols above some of the side tunnels. 44 can read them.
It says go back.
No, they seem to be designations.
Turn back. Go away.
Like equivalent of like A4-2 or something like that.
It's math. Yay.
The deeper you go, you start seeing on some of the tones, you see like roll an investigation on 44.
Roll an investigation. Okay.
Yeah, investigation.
That is a 12 on the die, 17
Pretty good. 17. Going by, you start seeing that there's makeshift shelters of different sorts, but abandoned, ancient, long ago. At first, it's every like so often, and then it gets more and more common. And with a 17, you realize that you're going through what appears to be probably centuries of existence of going deeper into this tunnel of people setting up stuff.
I have the feeling we're going back in time.
And you realize it's the other way around. You started out back in time, and you're going more and more modern.
Okay, scratch that. Reverse. I think we're going back to the future.
Marty, we need your help. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Oh, yeah. So you do see the massive organic machineries, long ago abandoned. You see carvings on the wall that I just explained what you're actually seeing there. You do
so things seem to be getting more technologically advanced, or as like more...
less broken down, you would say.
Okay.
About the same level of advancement.
So better upkeep, but not any difference in like... Okay.
Like you see what was probably a drill at one point, but it's completely fallen apart. It's rusted over. And
so they've been burrowing into this planet for a very long time.
It looks like it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you do smell a slight metallic scent of ozone, and there's definitely getting dusty and stuff like that in these caverns. Stale dust gets flown up as this thing travels through it. Eventually, it does start to slow.
Ha 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 ha.
It does. It takes a good 30 minutes to an hour. You're not sure. Time's kind of hard to tell when you're rushing like this, but it does finally start to slow down as it goes into a descent. All right, so deceleration.
I'm going to use my maths. How far did we travel? That's my best guess.
Ooh. I would say for that, you can roll a survival.
The one thing I'm not.
Sorry, guys. I have to take a quick break. I will be literally right back in 2 minutes.
You're good.
No problem.
I rolled an 11 on the die. I do not, unless I get to just apply my straight up intelligence to that, but it's just 11 on the die. Okay,
you
so 14 total.
14. You're not sure. You imagine somewhere between
this far and this far?
Yeah, no. Somewhere between 20 and 40 miles.
Okay. That's pretty deep. I'll put out like my little sensor probe, beep, 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 to check the temperature. Like, is it a lot hotter here or cooler? Any difference in temperature?
It is very slightly hotter, only a few degrees.
Okay.
But yes, eventually
Journey to the center of the planet of whatever this is called.
And it stops. The railing opens up, and Zilri stands up and says, we made it. Follow me. Might get some dirty looks. Just ignore him.
I hope our 2 guests don't tear apart our ship while we're gone.
Oh, yeah, they didn't come with you. Did you want them to come with you or no? I'll leave it to you guys. They could have if you wanted them to.
Yeah, I was more invested in the Twi'lek before I learned that he was a random encounter roll.
Wow.
He really was. I kind of made him up on the spot.
But the guy who was not cellmates, but like cell neighbors with Quirk, what about him? Guido, whatever his name was.
He was a pilot, and he would offer, he'd be like, maybe I'd just stay with the ship if that's okay, yeah?
Yeah, stay here and protect the ship. Good idea.
I'll make sure no one comes through.
Is there any way we can make sure we can lock the ship so they can't just fly off?
Oh yeah, I already did that. I disabled the ship. It's not going anywhere.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. I think I had plenty of time to do that. You said it took hours to get here.
I will say your engineering role put the ship into a state where it can't go anywhere until you finish your work.
Sweet. It was that good.
The tweet
I confirmed the failure, didn't I? I rolled a crit. I rolled a critical fail, and then I
it was pretty bad.
Yeah, that was bad. It was that bad. Yeah.
The Twi'lek will ask to come with you.
Sure, why not?
All right, he'll come with you. His little you are in the air as you go through this.
You're going.
Is he wearing a red shirt?
He says, I do not know about this, but it looks like the best option. As you as you get off the platform, you will notice that it opens up into a pretty large cavern. It looks kind of organic-ish here, but he takes you through a hallway that looks like it was carved out to lead further into this place. And he says, we still have about 30 minutes of walking to do. Hope you don't mind.
When you say it looks organic, like there's no like plants or anything. It's just like the carvings and those stones
didn't look like
they've been carved
out
to look like. Gotcha. Okay.
Exactly.
Like
it's a natural cave in this area,
gotcha.
but then they carved into a certain section of it.
Okay.
He takes you through this carved out hallway. The stone itself is kind of this weird black rock material, not like obsidian, just kind of like limestone, but more blackish. Probably never seen it. No one's probably seen it before.
I'm gonna do this and rub my finger on it and taste my finger.
It burns. No, it's
can't eat the wall.
It doesn't taste like anything, but it's definitely some type of very hard rock. I don't know. You head down this tunnel for a ways, and you eventually come to some more populated area. You start seeing races of different sorts, many of whom you saw in the prison. You see little makeshift dwellings out of scrap metal, and they have like some type of bedding that they've probably collected from all the other dwellings from before times. Just keep pulling it along what they need. You see a few of these. A few of them give you strange looks. Some give you kind of dirty looks, not trusting you. It eventually opens up to a much broader room. This room seems to be filled with crates of different sorts, that are closed. You see lots of, what do you call those things in mine shafts? Carts, carts of ore of different types, possibly. Over to the right, you see what looks to be perhaps some type of smelter, because there's like this conveyor belt with this place to attach the cart and dump it onto it, into what could be a smelter of some sort. Perhaps they can fabricate stuff with that. You actually see what Grom immediately eyes onto it. You see a paste dispenser over in the corner, a quite large one, like he had in the prisons.
It only took him 2 days to get addicted to that stuff.
Yeah, you see some drills. They look to be decently maintained. When I say drill, it looks like a place for a pilot, like some type of piloting station, and then you have 4 lasers on the front of it, so you can tell it's some type of laser drill. You see a big machinery for picking things up and moving, like an arm of some sort. Over in the back end of the room, you see an opening that looks like it's carved out to go to another section. You see a human there wearing brown clothes, a cloak, gives you a real dirty look. You see his hand is on his hip on a blaster pistol.
Do I see any droids? Have I seen any droids?
You haven't seen any droids.
Any droids? Okay, so I'm the minority here.
You are the minority here.
Love it.
He takes you over to the right
tables.
I know, right? It's like a little bit different than the last place we were, right? Right.
He takes you over to the right side, though, away from the guy giving you a dirty look. And as the Zabrak does that, the human who's giving that dirty look, like, takes out some type of device, a little circular device, and seems to mumble something into it.
I'd like to. What does he say?
Can you read lips or anything like that? If not, you can just do a general insight and maybe get something.
I don't know. Can I read lips?
I'll give you an insight or a language roll if you want to do a language roll.
All right. It's a 14 on the die, and I'll choose language for sure.
Okay, so it's going to be intelligence. Right. Intelligence. I'll say for you, because you have a special thing, right, that lets you have basic, a limited understanding of all languages.
So the way it reads, basic language protocol, all common languages, rank 1.
Okay, yeah, so you have 1 rank. So intelligence, yep.
So I roll a 14 on the die. I don't know what I'm adding to it, just my intelligence, or...
Yep, so 18.
17.
Or 17, sorry. Yeah, you pick up a couple of words that he mouths. Problem. For, the kind of a dramatic way. For.
How far away is he?
From you entering here, quite a ways. Let me...
Do I think if I increase the volume on my voice, he would hear me? Like if I made it if I projected it?
Sure, he could hear you if you just speak louder, for sure.
And also,
he is about 80 feet away.
Also, I'm hoping before he said this, he picked up his thing and said who was he looking at in particular? I'm assuming me, but
no, you couldn't tell.
Just our group.
You know, is your direction. I mean, your group's direction, but you're not sure. But anyway, the Zabrak continues to motion you over to the right side, and you
not towards this guy.
Not towards that guy.
Oh, okay.
The opposite end of this place, and he says, there she is. And you see a figure, a woman wearing some type of black robes that cover her eyes. She looks human, but Quark, you know that she is not. You know that she is a Mariluka, the blind race. I think that's how you pronounce it. Anyway,
yeah.
Mariluka, yep. And she is sitting there talking to some people quietly. You see one figure, some type of weird lizard-like race, a lot of you probably have never seen it before, but he looks ferocious, you could even say. And he looks to be the only one armed. And you hear him because he's speaking loudly. And he's saying, he seems flabbergasted. And he says, "What do you mean you won't fight? Of course you're going to fight if they attack us. The dark side always attack." But they see you coming. And they stop talking. The woman kind of looks up slightly, kind of towards Quark, but not quite, and says, "Quark? Quark, is that you?"
Yes, it is me.
I could never miss the way of your speaking. You are here. Perhaps you can help. This infinite entity has caused complications. Well, not the infinite entity itself. The entity itself is nothing but goodness. But its presence has caused quite a rift in our ranks here.
Can you be more specific?
Oh, first, why don't you come? Why don't get them some crates to sit on? We don't have very good accommodations here. Is that a guard with you?
No, don't be alarmed. I am not a guard. I am a friend.
Oh, good.
I am
good.
Quirk's friend. We are going to the beach.
I see. We have paste. If any of you want some, we can control it for now. But
Prom wants paste.
Okay, yeah, just go get it yourself.
Prom goes get paste.
All right, you go up to the machine. This is like a bigger dispenser than the one you had in your cell. There's just a big button you press.
This is probably too generationally different for anyone to know what I'm thinking of. But has anyone seen a children's cartoon with an ice cream machine that broke and kept producing ice cream? I can't place the memory.
There's a children's cartoon where there was a pot of spaghetti that magically made spaghetti, and the guy couldn't stop it from making spaghetti until it filled the entire town. And as punishment, they made him eat it. Yeah.
Yeah, I've read that one. And it was Clifford the Big Red Dog when I was like 4 years old. We're good. Okay. Carry on.
All right. That happens with paste. As you're getting paste, she says, "Yes, well, you see, the infinite entity, we've uncovered it. We believe we've dug it out as far as we can. Basically, this big dome-sized area, but you can't get any of the machinery close enough to do any real excavation against its final wall, semi-dome wall. But I saw the diagrams on it, and I knew it was something good. It had to be something good. I've killed many people in the past, and
Okay, I like where this is going.
I'm sure it's going to loop back around. Don't worry.
And what this tells me is, I don't.
It'd be funny if you just stop there.
Yeah, right.
I've killed many people.
What do you do?
Now sit down. Yeah, but when I went and saw the diagrams, I got a vision, a voice telling me that yes, it was worth it. What I did was worth it, and I no longer needed to. And that's how I knew it was a light side entity, for sure.
Asus sticks his head out from behind Quirk again. Hi, Asus.
Yes.
The Rakata built this place?
In what way do you mean? I don't believe the Rakata have been alive mining here in quite some time. So technically, we built it? Well, yes, originally, yes.
do you think, after all of your time here and all of your studies, do you think that they were sealing away the infinite entity, or that they themselves were trying to dig it out?
Oh, they themselves are trying to dig it out for sure.
Fascinating. Okay, carry on.
Not sure. She seems to be bothered by something, and then quickly shakes it off.
Grom, while he's
Yeah,
stuffing his mouth, if she can even understand me, is going to be like, how do you know it's called the infinite entity?
My friend is asking how you know that it's called the infinite entity.
Oh, okay. Yes, I don't speak that language. It's been passed down. We've been told. The AI, in fact, told us on the ship that took us here.
Well, I've trusted down information that's been passed down for generations and told to me. That tracks.
Yes, well, I mean, all
questions.
cultures have it, but
So many.
whether that's skewed or not, I don't know. And whether that's what it's really called, I, of course, don't know.
So 44 is going to go back and just try to jog his memory. When prisoners, how is it determined if he knows prisoners who have left the ship that we were just on? Like when they left, how was that determined? What was it?
Sure.
Was there any
So
type
that-
of criteria that had to be met?
Yeah, you weren't really a guard, so you weren't the one doing that. Why don't you do a post roll of just do a history check?
I'm just curious, like why these particular prisoners are here and not still back.
We'll do a history
I
check.
mean, in like logically
Uh-huh.
speaking, like the ones on the ship are probably there because they were like the ruffians and they were the ones who were like more suited for being part of the gladiatorial show for the rest of the universe. These people probably were more tradespeople who could actually like function here together more cohesively and actually like achieve a goal together.
Mm-hmm.
Less, aggressive and didn't really need. But I rolled a 2, so my character doesn't know shit.
It's a 7. Yeah, you were never part of that. You don't know the technicalities of their selection process. Though thinking what you said out loud just now, that does have a certain sense to it. But you have never seen how they were put on the ship or anything like that. Anywho, she says,
so based on my logic, it's not random. Like these people aren't randomly here; they were chosen to be here.
you think they were probably chosen to be here.
Okay.
You would be very surprised if anything in this prison was random in that way.
Okay.
But yes, she continues on and saying, yes, the entity, unfortunately, Laris Voss doesn't agree with me on it, of course. He thinks it's a manifestation of the dark side. And over the last week, it's created tensions, and people tend to group up when there's tensions and blame each other. And now we're at a bit of a standstill, and she kind of tilts her head towards the human guard over the other way.
The one who said something in a little communication device.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's Voss.
No, that's that is actually Rax Voon, but he works for Voss. They tend to let Laris Voss kind of run things.
Does Voss think it's part of the dark side and doesn't want to dig it out, or does Voss think it's part of the dark side and wants it for himself because Voss is dark side?
Well, we all want to get the infinite entity out of whatever that is keeping it in, but it's just a different interpretation. He saw the same symbols and thought they were dark side related.
And Voss himself is dark side aligned?
Is he Sith?
Before I answer, and she puts out her hand, and you can see her straining, and you see a little cup shaking and start lifting. This is like super rudimentary use of the Force. Quark, you know that she had, her race naturally has some Force abilities, but she was, you would say, almost naturally ungifted in the Force. It was not her chosen profession at all, and other than her race's natural ability to kind of use the Force to see and stuff, she could never do stuff like this before. And she says,
hang on a second. You said it wasn't her chosen profession. What profession? You mean being a Jedi or a Force user?
yeah,
or?
like being a Force user of some sort.
Oh, okay.
And she's definitely never trained in it. And then she says, I am not a Force. I'm not a Jedi, and he's not a Sith, and yet he is developing powers too.
Thank you.
I wonder if this infinite entity could make me a Force user too. Ha 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 ha.
I have no idea. There is a droid on this symbology that's on the main doors of this dome.
Yes, the Rakata mentioned that. I'm sorry, not the Rakata. The Zabrak. Yeah.
Yeah, the Zabrak,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. He has a name. I guess I could use names.
Kel or Zell or something like that?
What's the?
He's right here. He's right here.
The
Oh,
yellow
sorry,
skin horn dude that met us at the
okay.
ship. I forgot his name. I'm sorry.
Yes, it is something.
Valry? Zabrak?
Kel?
Xalri.
Zauri. Yes, Zauri mentioned that picture. I would like to see it. He said it's a droid staring at the ocean. I too would like to be a droid staring at the ocean.
That is strange. I didn't really put it together before. But I think one of them might be a Wookiee too. Something about being estranged from its family. And as she says that, you start hearing boots and running coming from the direction of the other side of this place.
Oh, he called reinforcements. I guess I should have told you to be on guard. On guard.
The lizard guy, the crazy looking one, says, I told you they're going to attack, and I'm the only one who's going to defend them because they're goddamn pacifists sitting around here. And he gets behind a crate and starts aiming. What do all of you do?
I love him.
How many of them? How far away are they?
Let's bring up a aid.
As we're hearing boots coming down right after the person whose name I guess we still don't know, the Mariluka, finishes talking.
You said her name.
What was it?
Sarn F.
Sarn F.
I don't know. I just took random names from the races, the species, whatever you call them.
Asus looks at Grum and in Wookiee goes, well, we've run into prophecies before.
Let's see. I am going to share a window right here. Found it. Okay. You see this?
Ooh.
In my highly produced map here.
Big fan.
What's the difference between yellow and green?
So yellow are basically carts, machinery, crates, things like that. Pretty good for cover. Green are makeshift shelter areas where people are probably sleeping and living in general. So not as good cover. You can't get total cover on those, for instance. And the black are the paste machine. So Grom, you are down there. And this is the smelter thingamajig with the conveyor belt that I set over here. So as they rush in, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them come in, and they don't say anything. They seem to have some blasters of different degrees. Some have rifles. All of them look kind of makeshift. And as they take positions, I will give all of you, you are here, here, and here, let's say. I'll give all of you 4 squares of movement if you want to go somewhere. 4 squares of movement. 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 4
Nice.
Where does Quirk? Or sorry, let's start with 44. Where does 44 want to go? 4 squares of movement.
I'm trying to do math here and read your squares distance. So, mechanically speaking, what is a range on a blaster?
I wrote. Hold on. Let me go
my
find
job.
my thing.
Sorry, I shouldn't be asking you that. Let me find out.
Well, I can bring up my rules. Assuming I can find them. I probably should. Get it. Yeah. Open them up.
3090.
3090. There you go.
3090. Okay. Thank you.
But I think that's squares, right? Or are you looking at the rifle or the pistol?
Well, it says both for the blaster rifle and for the bowcaster.
The blaster pistol doesn't have a range, which is what I have.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Oh, I must have missed it, huh? Okay. Yeah, the rifle is 30 squares, by the way, or 90 squares.
Dang.
That thing is made for long range.
Right? You called it a bow. I don't know, maybe like a short bow versus a long bow. So
that just means it has. That's the style, which means it has the weapon style. That if someone is slowed, you do extra damage with a bow style.
Gotcha.
The blaster pistol is, we'll call it 1030.
Works for me.
How many feet is 10 squares in general? It's like 5 feet a square, so 10. That's 50.
50, yeah.
That's okay. Yeah, we'll call it 1050.
So just to look at the ranged weapons from the core rulebook, it's 1545 for things like a short bow, a blowgun, or a hand crossbow, and then a long bow is 3090.
Yeah. Okay.
So can we call it 1545 for argument's sake?
Sure.
Otherwise, it would be more like a thrown weapon. Okay, cool.
No, that's good.
So
we'll keep it consistent.
So 15 standard, 45 long. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't. I should have just looked it up and be like.
So
okay,
you want me to measure something?
I want to get within. 15 squares would be. 15 squares would be 30.
Oh, right.
How many? Yeah.
Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it's like 70 feet, right?
75.
Did I count right? I don't know. Math is hard.
All right. So right where you have the right end of your 70 foot,
yeah.
your 75 foot marker here, I'd like to move. You said 4 squares. Movement.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'd like to move basically where your arrow is, where your cursor is. 4 squares to the corner of that yellow. Yeah. So.
Okay.
And then from there, do I have range on any of them within 15? I mean, I know they're within 45, but I'm just curious if any of them are within 15.
Barely know.
Okay. So I'm going to use one of the super duper cool, specific for this campaign. What are they called? Maneuvers.
Maneuvers?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm going to ready aim.
Oh, okay. Well, this is just where you want to move before you roll initiative.
Before we get into initiative. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Where does Aces want to go?
I have some cover there.
I'll go directly under 44 if I can.
Yep. You definitely have cover here. Quirk?
Can I get up to the yellow rectangle that's we'll say forwardmost from my current position, or is that too many squares?
That is too many.
Too many. Okay,
Aces
then I'll
go down one more if you want to join us by this crate.
No, I'll. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll join you guys by that crate. Yeah.
You will get less cover here than they will, but it'll be too.
I'm okay flipping with Quirk too, since I was already lower than him. It would make sense for us to.
Well, I'm fine because I've got heavy armor.
Okay.
Aces has saber reflect though.
I do.
Then this guy's not going to move. She's just going to duck behind here. And these other two do not seem to have weapons of any sort.
I'm glad we have a buddy.
Yeah, let's go over here. All right. Initiative. So I'm going to do initiative simple here. Everyone just roll awareness.
Can I move?
Skilled in it, you can roll. Oh, I forgot about you. I thought you were still just eating paste.
Nom 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 nom.
Where would you like to go?
So these shelters, what do they look like? Like what? They have walls or something? At least
Not really. They more like are just furniture, like some type of makeshift bed of some sort. Maybe a small table for looking at schematics and stuff.
So if I lay on the table, I might look like a rug, like a bear rug.
They will give
attack.
They will give like a little bit of cover, but they can't ever give more than just +2 AC.
Well, I think that's all I can reach. So let me go to one of those for some cover at least.
Okay. I actually never looked at the cover rules. Did anyone ever look at the cover rules? Hard cover. Oh, no, it's not.
Oh, no.
Full cover. So look up full cover. That one is much less options. Cover. Half cover gives you -2 on attack checks and skill checks against the target's physical defense. Oh, okay. Yeah, so it gives the attacker -2. 3/4 cover gives him -5. So same as
another way of saying that. Yeah, our AC goes up by 2 or 5.
Right. Interesting that they do it like that. I guess there's some type of weird thing that he doesn't want you to stack stuff. But
so
right,
what
so you want to go here?
Would we be considered in full cover, which then means
you are in 3/4 cover.
Okay, 3/4. All right.
So Ace is in half cover right now, and Grom is in half cover.
So we all basically effectively, as long as we stay behind the yellow covered, within line of sight of whoever's shooting at us, we have a +5 to our AC. Basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you guys get for awareness? Didn't even get over 18.
No.
I had a 14 on the die. Okay, so awareness, is that my prime? And if I'm
skilled, you get another 2.
Yeah. So that would be 19, exactly.
Yeah. 22.
22.
Wow.
Everyone 17 get +5.
I'm guessing Quark didn't get over 22.
No, I didn't know. 13.
Okay. Then you all go first. We can start it with any of you can start if you want. If any of you have an idea of what you want to do. Grom, you could actually just go first because you got the highest and you're in the least best place.
Do I even have a gun? I have my lightsaber, but
no, you have your lightsaber.
There's no reason to hide that we have lightsabers now, right?
I not meaning to walk on top of anybody, but technically, my combat leader ability gives me the you take analyzed creature or combat insight action for free, and this is resolved before the first creature takes action. So I'm going to do a combat insight on.
Okay, pick one.
Do it. Is that? Yeah,
they
him, right,
kind
the
of
Rhodian.
Similar. Yeah. So you do your combat insight, and one thing you notice is that they don't have good armor, right? They're depending on their agility only. These people don't have. A couple of them have light armor, but it's makeshift, not even that good. And let's see, is there anything else? I would say with you can do it every turn, right?
I think so. Yeah, because it's for free.
Yeah, the Rhodanian here, for instance, has it looks like 9 hit points. But yeah, go ahead, Grom.
There's no reason, for my character to want to keep his lightsaber secret, right?
I can't think of any reason.
Okay.
Right out of the crotch.
I will. How far can I go?
You get 4 spaces, or is it 5 spaces? Fuck.
I
Been too long
with
since
an
I
I
played.
think it would be hilarious if that's how Grom wielded his lightsaber with his Kegel exercises.
An intimidating shout.
Yeah. Oh wait, it's on your character sheet. Duh. Yeah.
What's
you
your
get,
safe
5
word?
spaces. You get 5 spaces per an action point.
He just goes running at him like this. Oh, the lightsaber's going like this. Oh.
I'm gonna do this and this. Yeah.
All right, what's it take for me to be able to get over to the box in front of the box that everybody's in front of right now?
Well, there's not any more room there.
Well, I know the one that's in front of them.
Oh, here. You can probably navigate around the makeshift. It's 7 spaces.
So let me run up there. However many action points that takes.
Maybe 2 action points with 2 extra spaces in the can if you want to use them for something.
I will use my extra action to jump up onto the object and do a backflip back down and spin my lightsaber to intimidate. Why not?
That's a thing. That has a range, though, doesn't it? Or are you just doing the intimidate action?
No, I'm just being silly.
Okay.
I actually will. So I'm going to be
intimidate.
Pointless usage of movement because I have extra movement. So you see me run, and I run and leap on top of the whatever this thing is, and then I flip in the air with my lightsaber and come down, and I go, "Rah!" And I try to do intimidating shout. Cool.
Intimidating shout. Nice.
Yeah.
Are they in range for that?
I don't know.
Okay.
All creatures within 5 spaces, so maybe not. Never mind. They're too far away. I just did fancy moves. That's all. They always leap around for no reason. So,
True.
if I can't do the shout, then what I want to do is, could I force grapple one of them from where I'm at?
The force grapple has a range on it.
5 spaces.
Gosh,
5 spaces.
5 spaces.
With 5 spaces, you could. That is 9. Oh no, you'd have no movement. You can go here, maybe. That'd take another action too. 8. You could use all your movement and get here.
Sure, let's go for it.
You sure? Okay.
8 plus 7 is 15.
8 plus 7 is indeed. Oh, never mind. You're right. I was thinking 4 again for some reason. You have another action still.
Okay, I'll do intimidating shout at everyone within range. I guess those 3.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, close enough. Yep.
Yeah.
Sure. They have to do a charisma save. They will do that. What's the DC on it? Sorry, it's tested by your attack. Oh, you have to do an attack check.
I have to
Go ahead and
attack
roll an
check.
attack check. Yeah. So you're doing the flourish that you said you did on top of that crate right there, and see how well you do that flourish with an attack check.
I rolled 16, so plus 4, 20. Dirty 20.
30, 20. Oh, wow. That's enough to get them all. One of them actually rolled in a 19. But all these are affected by... I'll just pick one of these. Well, I made it flying. They're all affected by your intimidate. They one of them pops out. The Rodanian goes, and anyone who knows the language says, he yelled Jedi. Okay, that's good for you.
And when I roared, I had paste over my mouth.
This guy is going to...
The
he is
visual
hindered.
in my mind is so inappropriate. So bad.
He is going to target you with his... this guy has a pistol, sorry. And he has disadvantage on the first attack. He's going to get rid of that disadvantage. He is going to try to shoot you in the leg, hindering you, and then he'll leave one in the can.
Am I in partial cover there, though?
You are in 3/4 cover.
Marks, what does your terrifying shout do?
Hinders them.
Got it.
It gave him disadvantage,
Okay.
but he used an action point to negate it, so he had a normal roll, for which he rolled a 1. I then rolled a 5, which in my system confirms it. So, how much? This is the first time I've used the blaster pistol in this system.
And he critically failed with it.
Yes, he critically failed with it.
So what
1
happens
fire
when a
damage.
blaster fist backfires? It shoots you in the face.
He takes the shot. He sees he's going to jump. He realizes you're a Jedi. He freaks out a little bit, shoots himself in the foot. Takes. You hear him. Ah! Oh my god! I just ran out of lead. Oh my god! The lead just fell out. I need a new pencil. Okay.
You wrote a 1.
I know. It's like I did the thing where a piece of lead comes out and it just falls out completely twice in a row. But yeah. So that's great. He's freaking out a little bit. He is no longer hindered, I think, because it says on their next attack check. Yeah. He is going to get away from you and come over and go over here a little bit further away from you. All right. Who wants to go next?
Me, please.
Okay. 44 springs into action.
I'm gonna do this in like the best. I don't know what you would call this, but he's gonna increase his volume, like maximum volume. Cease and desist. These are warning shots. Run away. I do not want to kill you. Again, it is very clear. I am not trying to kill you. These are warning shots.
And then you're going to try to kill them.
Exactly.
4d4 learning lessons.
I'm going to use volley, 2 AP,
Ooh,
and an SP.
nice.
I don't have to spend that SP because I'm a fighter.
Nice.
I am going to then spend 2 SP to make it an impairing volley with a blanket of pew-pews. It's typically blanket of arrows, but of course it's Star Wars, so it's blanket of pew-pews.
Yeah.
So that is a total of 2 AP. I'm going to spend a 3rd AP to have advantage. So I'm basically doing what I typically do, is spend all the things. So with advantage, I'm attacking the 3 dudes, the one that just moved and the other 2.
These over here?
Yeah, those 3. I should be able to hit all 3 of them. It says I target 1, and then I hit 2 other targets within 3 spaces with the same roll.
Because you're doing the blanket. Oh, okay.
I'm doing the blanket, correct. And then
Nice.
it's an impairing volley, so they all have to make, if I hit them, they make a DC 14 save or become impaired.
Right, because you don't have to spend the SP on the initial one fighter, and then you can have 2 SP. So you're using all your SP right now.
I'm using both of my SP and 3 of my AP. That's correct.
Sure.
18 on the die.
18. Oh, that's going to hit all of them.
Plus 4. So...
yeah.
So
it hits
they're all going to take...
Oh, right.
Again, I'm
DC
very
20.
clearly not trying to kill them. This is warning shots.
22.
If they're hit, they take 2 damage each. They have to make a DC 14 save or become impaired.
Sorry. That was 22. On these, that is a brutal hit. So that is 2 extra.
So 4.
Then,
Okay, so they each take 4.
4.
And they're impaired if they fail a DC 14 physical save.
Got a natural 1. One of them made it. Call it.
Dude,
Here.
that is
He's
so...
impaired.
That seems so OP. I just did 12 damage and possibly laid down impaired effects. That's... Wow.
Impaired is, I mean, it's good, but it's not like... It's not like huge.
That's just awesome AoE. I like it.
It's just good damage. Yeah. But yeah, I need the Rodanian token.
That's just good damage.
Disadvantage.
That's just good damage.
The next physical check it makes. Okay.
Yep.
Run away. Those were warning shots. Don't make me angry.
Physical check would be like if someone were to grapple it now, it would get disadvantage. Is that true? No, that's
So you just see 44 get a little bit taller, just so like his vision sensor and his gun, which is mounted on top of his head, go right above his cover, and just goes pew pew pew, 3 shots, and they each get hit.
Yep, and then he ducks down to 3/4
And then he ducks
cover
down
again.
again.
Yeah. This guy back here goes, "This is not the way." Is that it? You have one more action point, don't you?
I might save it in case I need to react to something.
You get all your action points back at the end of your turn.
Oh, okay.
Reaction steal from your next turn.
All right. So I guess
You can move. You can do a disadvantage attack. You can, I don't know.
yeah, because if I do another attack, it's with a disadvantage.
Right.
I could move. Yeah, I will. I'll move. I'll move to the yellow box. I have 5 movement? Yeah, I'll just move there.
Okay. They that guy shot himself in the foot. This guy is going to take a shot at Grom. Because you're right there. He's going to give himself advantage. He's going to make it a power attack and try to 2 power attacks. Oh god. This is going to hurt. He rolled a natural 20. That is a total though of 23. What's your physical defense now?
I want to roll a luck point.
You can use it.
Yeah. Physical is 12, 17, 22. What'd you say it was?
Sorry, that guy's hindered. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. I'm going to have to re-roll, I think.
Yeah.
I rolled an 18 and a 20. Fuck.
Yeah, re-roll that crit. I'm not mad at that.
Oh, I rolled a 19 this time.
Okay.
Well, he's not crit, I guess.
2 less damage, but yeah, your physical defense now is 12. So that is a 20. So it's a brutal hit. It's going to be doing 3 base damage. He did 2 power attacks, so it goes up to 5 base damage. Do you want to do anything before taking it?
Marks, you can use a grit point to reduce damage by 1, and you can use a reaction to use Saber Reflect to reduce damage by 1.
If you want.
Sure, I'll do that.
So it steals an action point from your next turn and grit point.
Yep. Oh, that's right. I decided I was going to make it a once you get your subclass might be able to let you reflect the blasters into other people. But as a lowly Jedi, you can't. Right. So anywho, that means you're taking 3 damage, 3 fire damage, as your fur singes. He looks up, shoots out, gets you right in the shoulder. It burns. You smell burnt fur. And he ducks back down. Who wants to go next?
It's going to roar. Rah.
Quirk, do you have a preference?
Well, I was going to ask because I have this reinforce thing to enforce disadvantage on an enemy attacker, but I've got to be within 5 spaces. Could I run up next to Grom, spend 1 AP when I get there, and have you re-roll that attack as it's disadvantage, or is that not
It's already
possible?
gone.
Okay,
you could
all right.
run up and just be there for if it happens again. But yeah, it is quite a run. That is, what is that? 35 space? No, I'm an idiot.
No, I was going to say, no, I'm
14.
not that far away, am I?
14. Thank you.
So
14
it'd be 3 AP
spaces
to get there.
to be 3 AP to get there. Or you could go over here, and it would be still
3 AP.
Still
3
3
AP.
AP. Yeah.
You can also remember you have that ability to give someone else another attack if they want to do that.
But I think they still have to be. They've still got to be within 5 spaces.
Probably.
Yeah, it's commander's call, but I got to be within 5 spaces.
But you could run up and do that if you want, because it takes 3 AP to get up there, and then you could do commander's call with an AP and SP and do that if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll get up next to Grom.
You could allow him to dodge, move, or attack.
Well, I might as well have him attack.
The problem is there's no one in range for him to attack, I don't think, because he doesn't have ranged. But you could give him the ability to move as well.
You could just let me shoot again, but
or you could just let.
I don't want to.
I won't spend any. Yeah, I won't spend any movement. I'll have 44 attack again. That's that's 1 AP and 1 SP.
Yep. Go ahead, 44. You do it immediately, I believe, if I read it right.
Yeah, immediately.
Okay, so I have all my AP back?
No. It just gives you effectively an attack. It says you cannot use any resources such as AP, SP, or MP.
Okay, so it's just a regular attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how does this work? Cork just shoot them more. Oh, well, he doesn't speak like that. Sorry, he goes shoot them more. 14 on the die, so that's an 18 total.
It's gonna hit
on the guy who already took the most damage.
Is a heavy hit
on the one who got hit twice so far.
Don't forget cover, Greg.
Again, this is a warning shot. I told you to run away. You did not run away.
I'm sorry. It is a normal hit. Thank you, Colton. I did not apply the cover to their volley thing.
Oh no.
Yeah. That would have been 1 less damage. But
so they should have only taken 3 each.
Which is easy enough to run.
Yep, easy. That's also a good thing to call out. It's easy to just be able to retcon that, right?
Yeah. But nonetheless, you hit him for a single damage. Good. He looks hurt.
And I keep looking over towards the Mariluka, the woman who's supposed to be all like a pacifist. Again, warning shot, not trying to kill you, run away.
You see the Rodanian kind of slump up against the cart of some type of ore there. And you see him just kind of leaning against it, breathing hard. He looks pretty hurt. But what about your other 3 AP, Quirk? Do you want to move? You can move up to 44 if you want, or you could run in all the way, or you can take shots yourself.
Yeah, I'm going to ready aim. There's 2 guys sort of standing right next to each other that I think they're pretty fresh. So I'm going to take ready aim on what we'll say the bottom one, and just chill. And if he moves or does anything, then I'll fire my blaster.
Okay. Yeah, and I'll say with ready aim, you're basically, because the whole point of ready aim is you can't really shoot at them now, but you do shoot at them if they move. You can shoot them as they move as a reaction. So I'll say that he won't get his 3/4 cover.
Yeah, you're waiting for him to stick his head out so you can blast it off. Right, exactly.
Yep. Mm-hmm. All right, but that's just 1 AP. Do you want to do anything? Do you want to make it a power with a?
Yeah, I'll make it a power attack.
You want to give yourself advantage?
I also wouldn't mind a help die if you can spend AP.
Oh, you could also
do the ready aim gives me advantage without having to spend. I'll spend. Yeah, I spend 1 AP, and it gives me opportunity attack.
Right. So what he basically said is how that would work is he's going to negate the cover. If he acts, he's not going to have cover when you shoot him.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you'll negate the cover with it. Yeah. I wanted to see. I might have to rethink that ready aim thing. But for now, we'll say it'll negate the cover. I'm realizing that it's not as useful. You could just hold an action or something like that to do a similar thing. But I thought you'd give a help die easier. Oh yes.
Well, it's weird.
Oh, you could have done it for initiative. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, you can always give the help action in some way if you want.
Yeah. Well, okay. Because now I'm thinking that Grom is sort of along my path of fire.
Yeah. Sure.
So would that equate towards giving him a help die if I'm firing at one of those guys?
I would say you could help Grom if you do your ready aim on someone. You can help Grom attack that person that you're ready aiming on, and that would give him a help die towards that person.
Okay, I'll do that, and
which person? I'm guessing you're
the bottom one. The bottom one.
This guy down here?
No. Where the two are right next to each other.
Oh, okay. Oh, the bottom one. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right. So you're calling out for Grom to attack that guy.
Yeah. Not with commander's call, just saying, hey, I got your back.
Yeah. Yep.
Grom, I've got you covered.
And that gives you an SP back, because whenever you issue a help die to someone, you get an SP back.
I was waiting for you to say like, Grom, I got you, bro.
Bro. All right. Nice. Ready aim. You're doing power.
So I'll attack whenever I can.
Yeah.
Whenever it's my turn.
This guy is actually going to run up and try to attack you. Oh, what am I doing? He'll just... No, wait. Sorry.
No, I like that option. Go ahead.
He already went. Yeah, this other guy is just going to shoot at you with the same... He's identical to that person.
Remember, they're hindered. Disadvantage.
Yeah. So he's going to negate the disadvantage with an action point. He's going to give himself advantage. And he's going to make it a power attack.
I got partial cover.
All his AP. Yep. So that is a 13, which I'm guessing misses you with your cover. So he shoots over your head. Over your head. Okay. Then we come to Aces.
I will run. I'll use one action point to move and just be in the square right under 44.
Okie dokie. Yep. You have one
now,
space left too.
These yellow boxes. Do they look like they are 50 pounds or less?
No, but there's things in the carts within them that are like pieces of ore and stuff.
It's a little bit too bad. Okay.
Actually, wait, not all of them are carts. How about this? I'm going to write on some of them.
Okay.
This one, the single ones are just crates. Unfortunately, you don't know exactly what's in them, but they look to be the lightest, but it depends what's inside of them.
Maybe you could tip them over. It's lighter. They're way less
He moves
to tip
the one
over,
in front of Grom. Go get him.
So the one on the bottom left, if I did manage to move it, would the guy behind it no longer have cover, or would the fact that there is still a box 3 squares more in front of him to the right still be giving him cover?
He probably wouldn't get cover from that.
Got it. Okay. Then I'm going to use my next action point to try and make a force throw attack with that bottom left box, throwing it 2 squares down.
Ah, okay, down here.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Go ahead and roll a fate die to see how heavy that box is. The higher you roll, the heavier it is.
So I want a low roll. I'm going to use this die.
You know you're low roller.
5.
Yeah, it's not heavy at all. You maybe 10 pounds. Maybe clothing in it.
Just heavy enough to do damage is all I need.
Right. Alrighty.
Okay. I make an attack roll to do damage.
Yes, you do.
I
think it's against his physical.
Yes. Against PD, and then it does 1 damage base for every 5 above, etc., etc. I'll use another action point to give myself advantage.
Okie dokie.
For a total of 15.
He will not have cover against this, but that's still just a hit. He had 11 PD.
Okay.
But still, does 1 damage to that guy who has not been... No, he got hurt back. It goes over and... I didn't know we were fighting Jedi!
So Asus runs up, and with that like extra little bit of movement, he'll hop on top of the crate. He'll end up back in the square that you have him in. It'll hop on top of the crate, swipe the one aside so the guy who is hiding isn't hiding anymore, and smash it into the other guy. Grom seems to have this. What I want to do with my last action point. I
And you have one
will.
more. And you have an SP.
Yes, that's right. I'll put 2 hands on my blaster pistol and fire at the guy who doesn't have cover anymore.
Okie dokie. He knows
And
how to use this.
And I will use one of my stamina points to make it a power attack.
Nice. Do you get? Yeah, you do get weapons. Okay, makes sense.
Does this suffer from the multiple check penalty, or is it different from? Okay.
For you. So I never thought about that being like a blaster. I was always thinking lightsaber. Yep. But it does not.
Is a 16.
Okay, that will barely hit him as it grazes over his trap and it burns down. Oh no, sorry, he is not in cover. That's a heavy hit.
Oh, nice. Trust me when I say you don't want to fight the Wookiee. Back down. Go away. And I'll hop back down by 44.
Roll an intimidation. It's gotten kind of bad for them already.
14.
14. One of them speaks up and says, "Boss isn't going to be happy about this." And they seem to keep fighting. This guy is going to jump over this thing, take some difficult terrain, but then comes over here and takes a shot at... Ooh, he's going to take a shot at Grom because he probably only has half cover where he's at. He's not hindered. Sorry, he's impaired. It's physical. Okay. He's going to give himself advantage. He's going to do power attack. And he is going to try to shoot your leg out. That's a good 18 plus 3, 21 against Grom. Grom, you get half cover, which gives you plus 2. So you have 14, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is a heavy hit.
How much was it?
21.
Okay.
Do you want to do something? Do you want to use another one of your AP to reflect?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. 1 damage incoming.
Need to work on this. Can't stop it all.
Sorry, he did power attack. So 2 damage incoming still. And yes. You do a physical save to see if he can shoot your leg out.
What now? I
need to do a physical save, which is the better of your might or agility save.
Okay. Athletics or just might?
Might.
Might save?
It's like on the might score, it's like above it, comes off to the right.
Okay.
It's plus 4 for you.
I got 14 plus 4, so 18.
18 saves. He shoots you in the leg. It burns, but you just hold it there. You don't care too much other than the smell of burnt fur. And then we get to the last guy on your all side.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
He goes, "I knew this would happen. I knew it."
20 squares dash.
He is going to go here. Woo. I knew this day would come. Gonna shoot. He's going to shoot the Rodanian. He's going to give himself advantage and power attack. Give himself triple advantage. That is a 19, 22 against probably heavy hit. Go ahead.
When I spent the stamina on the power attack on my last shot, did you include that in addition to the heavy hit?
I did not.
Okay, I forgot it as we were calculating damage, and then I
I always get the power attacks. And I just forgot his power attack. The Rodanian looks like he's just leaning against this cart. He looks like he's about to bleed out or something. Though I guess maybe not with a blaster. But you see smoke rising from where he is. Actually, why didn't you shoot that guy? Oh, well, too late. Oh, yeah, because he's trying to finish off the Rodanian. That's it for him. That brings us to the last guy, who is going to... Oh, damn it, my cover went away. He is going to shoot probably Grom again. He moved, advantage, and power attack. It's natural 1, natural 5. He misses, shooting way past Grom. And we come, new round. If you want to do your analyze on someone again. Chaz.
Yeah, I'll do my analyze on them. Once again, we have a pair of guys down here, down at the bottom. I'll do my analyze on the one on the top.
The top of the bottom here?
Yep.
The human guy. Again, low AC. You can tell that he has 5 hit points left, is where he is right now. No particular vulnerabilities or resistances. And he has no armor, so he has a base AC of 10. But we come to Grom.
All right. I'm just going to charge that guy.
Now you have 2 AP only because you spent 2 saber reflex.
Yeah.
You're pew pew with your saber. So you're going to charge this guy here.
Yeah.
All right. So you have 1 AP left.
I will attack with my lightsaber.
Okay. You get a D8 help die, and whatever else you want to do with that attack.
I don't know. What else can I do? I have 1 extra point, right?
Power attack. Oh, yeah. Right. Well, you can use your stamina to do something if you want to.
I don't know. So you said D8? Okay.
Yep.
He's still hindered, right?
Yeah.
Or yeah, okay. So
No, that guy, he used it up. He missed.
okay. What's that white spot in the corner?
Yeah, none of them are hindered anymore because they all attacked and had disadvantage, which did seem to help, actually. This is the one you have the help die on. Go ahead.
All right, attack.
Oh. Plus a D8.
Plus a D8. Oops.
A date.
Ooh. Well, I rolled a natural 19, so I got another 2, so it's 11 to hit. No, 21, I mean, not 11.
Well, did you add your +4 to hit?
Oh, no, I didn't add anything else. So would I add my might?
No, it's your attack bonus. It's in the middle of your sheet, I think.
Oh, yeah, so 25.
25. Against him, he does not have cover. This one does not have armor. That
Can't
is
hide
one
from
above
me.
brutal. That is 1 above brutal. That is +3 damage and plus your base of 1 damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 4 damage to that guy. I don't think he's been hit yet, though.
Slash.
It hurts. You go in with your lightsaber, you slash, you slice right through his shoulder, and you see his arm just fall on the ground, and he screams out, "Ah!" as he grabs it. Not the arm, he grabs his shoulder. That would be weird to grab the arm.
He grabs the arm and just goes, ah!
Ah! Okay, that happened. Rodanian is going.
I'm just trying to disarm them. I'm not trying to kill anyone, just disarm them.
Nice. Rodanian's going to hobble over to here and shoot at Grom, who does not have cover right now. He looks like he's taking a breath. He aims, He's just going to try to really. No, he's going to He's going to try to aim at a critical. It's 14 to hit, so it's just normal damage. But the critical spot 1, it does 2 damage unless you want to saber reflect.
If I can, yeah.
Okay, so 1 damage.
Okay.
Fire damage coming in. It's just barely nicking you. You're saber reflecting most of the blaster bolts, but it.
I really need to work on this.
Yeah.
Quite working.
Well, it's coming for like your chest, and you saber reflect, and it just nicks off your side. But the because lasers deflect. Never mind. Who goes next? It was 44.
Mm-hmm.
Do another warning shot.
Oh, what happened to Pat? He got in the backstage. That was weird.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm still here. I think I instead of just turning off my camera. Anyway, I'm here. So I'm trying to make sense. Okay, so one of them is down, right? There were 6 of them. Now there's 5. Okay.
No. No one's down yet. The Rodanian looks like he has 1 hit point because he has 1 hit point.
Okay. The guy at the very top, he's a friend, right? The very top of the screen, like the lizard looking dude.
Yes.
Okay, he's one of the. Okay. Sorry, I missed that. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna do. Oh, actually, I don't have any SP, so I can't do that.
Right. You blew your load very fast.
Yeah, I mean.
That's why I'd say it's a lot of damage, but it's not like
Right.
It does take all your resources.
Right. I'm gonna shoot at the. Actually, I'm gonna move first. I'm trying to get a little bit closer. So that's one movement. No, I'm gonna move. I want to stay in cover. So I'm gonna move to the other cover down here to the bottom. That would take 3 movement. I don't want to use 3 AP. I'm gonna use just
2.
No, it was only 2.
It takes 2 to get there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
I'll just do 1 shot with advantage at the guy who's taken the most damage so far.
It's this guy right here.
Yep.
Okie dokie. He does have good cover.
That's an 18 total.
That hits a normal hit.
Yep.
It doesn't matter though because you shoot him. You continue to say "warning shot" as you shoot him in the head.
No, this time I didn't say that. I said "die." You had your chance to run away. Now you must die.
You shoot him in the head, and you just see his brain frying, and he
basically
falls
ran right up to like point blank and shot him right in the face. Yeah, I gave him a chance. I said, "Run away."
Where's my?
In my defense,
this is weird. Sorry, 1 second. Oh, I don't see it. Oh well, that probably was freaky. But I closed my little tool that allows me to kill people easily. Blah.
I don't say that like at my highest volume. I say it just loud enough for him to hear me.
Oh, okay.
For the guys guys in front of me, within like 3 or 4 squares to hear me.
44.
I regulate my volume. I don't want Grom to hear me say, "Now you die."
Let's see. You move with 2. You shoot with 1. You gave yourself advantage.
With advantage. Yep, I'm done. Yep.
Alrighty. Next up is...
And I'm glad I had the advantage because I rolled a 2 on the other die.
This guy is going to freak out and shoot Grom. Point blank. Gives him disadvantage. But he will ready his aim to negate that. And gives himself advantage as well. And then power attack. I threw another dice. Wow. 19. 23 against Grom, who has 12. So that's going to be a brutal right now, which is plus the power attack. So that's 4 damage coming your way. You want to take another AP to saber reflect?
Yep.
All right.
Do you have any more grip points, or are you out?
Yeah.
How many points was the total?
4. So this you put
3.
it down to 3 with saber reflect.
I got 3 left.
You can also use grit.
I probably Yeah, I'll use up the rest of my grit.
Okay. Whatever that puts it at.
So I'll get 4 now.
Okay.
Hit points.
You all see smoke just rising from Grom from all the blaster shots.
Drawing the
he's been
fire
taking.
away from my friends.
You definitely are. You're deflecting every single shot as it comes at you, but it's still, nicking off you on the other side and starting to wear
I
on
gotta
you.
work on this.
You're
Get more
becoming a
practice.
Nick and Mole Wookie.
Well, I'm guessing your subclass is going to be the more combat-based ones, which means it'll probably be the one that reflects things. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
But okay. That is, now we're to Quark.
Now, would that attack on Grom trigger my ready aim, or is that all vaporized?
It would have triggered your
It's
ready
in the
aim.
ground.
Very good point. Very good point. It would have triggered your ready aim. So go ahead and take that attack. And I think you gave yourself a power attack on top of that when you did it.
Yeah. How do I do that again?
It just adds.
That's just for damage.
Yeah. And I think ready aim gives you advantage. I said right. If I remember.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Well, 13.
13. It does get rid of his cover by doing that. So yeah, that hits. Just a normal hit though. So you do 2 fire damage with your blaster.
To which one did he get?
He hit the one that you're attacking.
Okay.
As you attacked it, and the guy came up and tried to fire back at you. You heard a blaster go past your head and hit him.
So
It looks
now
like it hurt him. It hit him upper chest, almost center mass.
So that's 1 AP, right?
That was just that uses from your last turn. So now that's your turn. You get all your AP back. Or no, sorry. You use your AP from the previous turn to do ready aim, so it doesn't affect your current AP.
Right. Okay. I am
I guess
going
that is one
to.
benefit of it.
I should have 3 AP left, so I'm going to come up and take a position where the same box where Grom was just hiding.
Oh, okay. Let me put you back. Let's see. Okay. That is 12. That is 3 AP. You technically have 1 AP left because, like I said, the ready aim was from your previous turn.
Okay, then as I'm going past Asa, do my do my commander's call and have him give him an extra attack.
Sure. Anyone you want. You said Asus?
Asus, yeah. As I'm going by him, I'll be like, fire.
I will fire.
And then Ace is like, where? I'm on fire? What?
I will fire at the one that just did a bunch of damage to Grom if I can.
Yes, though he does have cover now. But yeah.
That's all right.
They all
21.
21 definitely hits. That is a heavy hit.
Okay.
Heavy hit, so it's just that. Yeah. That guy is looking really hurt as you fire at him, you ready your aim, you shoot him, it goes right against his jawline. You can see it's burnt all up his face. He screams a bit, he's missing an arm, and he looks like he's about to pass out. But that takes us to he already went. This guy is going to fire at Grom as well. He's tempted to do something else, actually, with 44. But no, he's going to fire at Grom. He's not an idiot. He knows you focus fire. Advantage, power attack, and he's going to try to knock you prone. Wow. Keep rolling 19s. 22 coming in towards Grom. That is without cover, that is a brutal hit. So 4-5 for the power attack, and you need to make a physical save. You can saber reflect 1 if you want.
Well, I was looking here, and I can do a shield too. That's +5 defense.
Oh, you have the force ability to shield?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Because that actually might be more useful, right? Because I'll knock down.
It's equivalent. Shield
Yeah,
takes an action. Saber Reflect takes an action, but you can do both.
I think I might have to do both, or I'm going to go down.
All right. You use up the last of your AP.
It's okay. I'm drawing fire. I'm drawing fire for everybody.
Quirk is there if you want to impose disadvantage. Is that what you want to do?
Well, yeah, I did. It takes 1 AP for me to reinforce them, but can't I also spend SP instead of AP?
Yes. Keep in mind you get all your AP back at the end of your turn. So you actually have all your AP back as well at this point.
Oh, okay. Then I will spend the 1 AP to reinforce, but that puts that attack at disadvantage.
What do you do? You just yell at the guy?
Yeah.
Elvis!
Or wait a minute. Maybe I can do something even better. Maybe I can use my taunt ability. Because he'll have to make a save.
That has to be on you. I think that has to be on your turn though. Unless you have something that allows you to do it off turn.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think so. No, Commander's Aura is how you're able to do these off turn, and it only gives you reinforce, rally, or bolster.
Yeah, so I'll reinforce Grom, and I'll do that with my commanding aura to give the guy an order to do something, anything, regardless of whether he can do it or not. But that should confuse him enough to cause him to have disadvantage when he attacks.
He's like, huh? What?
Like,
oh, fuck.
Drop and get me.
He can yell out a command in the voice of one of the other ones and confuse him for a second.
Unfortunately, I rolled an 18 instead of a 19, but that is enough to bring it down to a heavy instead, because I was just barely at brutal. So that means it is, but he's doing power attack, so that means it is 3 damage coming in.
So if I do a shield and a reflect, I knock it down to 1.
1 damage. And if you have grit, you can use that, but I don't know if you have any grit left.
No, I don't anymore.
All right, so you put out your hand.
No, I used all my AP, my SP, my GP. Can I use my PP?
You put out one hand and reflect the actual blaster bolt coming at you slightly while trying to deflect it with your weapon. It was dead on, straight in the center of your head, and you deflected it off again to your side, taking more damage of 1 hit point.
All right.
Cinematically, this is very cool as Grom is Jediing all of these blasters. But there's also a Wookiee-shaped outline of blaster holes from everything that he's deflected just to his edge.
There's also a very burnt Wookiee. It's actually kind of cool because you don't see this in Star Wars. Like, there was a thing, I believed, where you could reflect some damage from blasters coming at you, but not all of it. And so it's like, he's just taking all this damage, but, making it less. Alrighty. That was it for him. We come to the Aces.
So the guy who's across from 44.
Yep.
He's coming up soon.
Yep. He's the only one that
Aces
hasn't gone, actually.
Is going to look at him and use 2 action points and a mana point.
Oh boy.
To use command.
Ooh.
And Asus will looks at him, gets his attention, and holds his eye contact and raises his voice so that he's heard over the din, but it's amplified in that guy's head as he says, "Drop your weapon. Stop this." And I'm using the drop command, so it is my spell attack contested by his charisma save.
Oh, that's going to be he rolled a 16. 16 on the die. 16 total.
21.
Hey, there you go. It definitely works. He just stares at you blankly for just a moment and then simply drops his weapon.
And now I'm going to use my force throw to throw his gun from where it is at the guy who's really hurt, who shot Grom a while ago.
Nice.
And I'll use my final AP to give myself advantage on the attack.
It would. Yes. Sorry, I was thinking. Does the force ability count with the stacking disadvantage? But technically, I didn't say it does. So
It's
I
so
might
cool
look at that.
thematically though, right? He's like, drop your
Yeah.
gun, and like before it hits the ground, it like flies and hits the other dude in the
Yeah.
face.
No, it's good. Go for it.
21.
That will hit that guy who does not have armor for a brutal.
So it's like it's almost like we had that one scene where Han shoots at Vader in like 2 turns right here, where he's like Grom's catching bolts with his hand, like dodging them like this, like catching him with his hand, and then like where Vader of course pulls Han's saber out of his hand after he dodges that. That's pretty cool.
Yep. But you're gonna have to describe to me how you don't just kill this person; you utterly kill this person with a blaster pistol.
So Asus, avoid killing when you can. That's the way. But
It's
non-lethal. Things are hard.
Non-lethal.
Right, but wants to defend Grom, and so like he sees that this guy's hurt, and he's taken away the means to do damage from one guy, and he's looking to knock out the other guy, but he's being very sure about it, which means he's not pulling a punch as the gun flies past Grom right over the head of the guy who he's not hitting, and brains the other guy.
Yep. It hits the guy in the head very hard. You can actually see a bit of a crushed skull there as he falls over unmoving. And this guy is disarmed. I'm just going to put poisoned on him to say he's disarmed. Let's see. Nice.
End my turn having not used stamina, so I get stamina back.
Yep.
That is my turn.
Ha ha ha, you should have ran when you had a chance.
All right.
Again, my volume is only loud enough for the dude like literally right next to me to hear me. I can't whisper, but I can control my volume.
Lastly, this guy is going. This guy hasn't gone yet, actually. This guy is going to. He has no weapon. Roll an intimidation on 4d4. As you're laughing at him.
Like when I say that,
yeah.
Okay. Oh, jeez. It's a 9 on the die. I have no charisma bonus, so actually I have a negative, so that makes it a 7.
He's not even paying attention to you. He's gonna go.
No, I'm sorry.
Around
intimidation. Intimidation is based on might, not on charisma.
Yes.
I get a bonus. That's a 13.
Oh.
I get a +4 to intimidation because I'm trained in intimidation based on might.
13 is pretty good, but really close.
Not enough. That's fine. At least it wasn't a 7.
Yeah. Especially for not having to take any resources.
So the difference between a 7 and a 13 is meh.
Yeah. It was really close to what I was looking for, but he will come up and he is going to try to. You know what? I would say 13 is not enough for him to stand down. It is enough for him to just be like, I'm out of here. Does Grom have an action point left?
No.
Oh, so you can't do attack of opportunities.
I think he's.
I don't know if your class gets those anyway. Yeah, it does. Never mind. He runs there. I didn't exactly calculate it, but it should be about that.
Can I just tip my lightsaber down if he happens to run across it?
My foot!
The most fatal clothesline.
This guy's like, are we still killing them or what's going on? As he shoots this guy.
Wait, he's the one who was calling them pacifists, right?
Yeah,
he's definitely shooting someone.
He rolled a 1 and a 4. Great. Let's see. We come back to the top of the round. Do you want to analyze anyone on Quark?
What about the one guy who's around the corner from Grom?
Okay. He is actually untouched, unhurt. He
Not for
has
long.
light armor, so he has an 11 AC, and no weaknesses or vulnerabilities per se. And so he has 7 hit points right now. All right,
Okay.
we come to Grom. Mr. Grom, who has no hit points, no AP. You sit there, you get your stamina back, funny enough.
Why doesn't he have any AP?
Because he saber reflect twice and he shielded twice, I think.
I think it was 3 saber reflex.
So he used all
1
4 of his
shield.
AP
and a shield.
out of his
Yeah.
turn. Wow.
Yep.
Just to survive.
could-
Well, I mean,
And if you
Yeah.
had a 5th AP, you could have attacked with attack of opportunity. But
Drawing all that fire away from my friends. See,
that's right. You do get your stamina back since you technically have a round without using stamina. That's what I use it on something.
Asus really wanted to get up there and get right next to Grom, but the action points doing what he did seemed more helpful than running because you have to use action to move.
Yeah. Let's see. We come to... That guy is dead. We come to 44.
wow. So because during other people's actions, Grom exerted himself to defend himself.
Yeah.
On his turn, he has nothing. He can't do anything.
He basically stood there. He used the force
That's
to
the
try
first
to
that we've
deflect something.
experienced in
He
this
saber
system where
reacted.
you used up all your AP
Reflecting.
out of your turn.
It
So you
is.
can't do shit. Wow.
I mean, in the cinema of these games, everything's
it.
happening at once in like
Right,
an overlapping 6 seconds.
Gotcha.
And it really did for Grom.
So now he has all his AP back. He now has all 4 of his
Now you
AP
have all
back.
your AP back again.
Right. Right.
yeah.
Because he used it in that. Okay.
Yeah.
I just had to catch my breath. It's like a Captain America scene when he's just getting beaten down. It's like, I can do this all day.
I'm going to move right between Grom and the dude that's south of Grom. Yeah. And I'm going to say, watch this, Wookiee. This is how it's done. And I'm going to lightsaber that dude with advantage and double power attack.
Oh, wow.
No, sorry, 1 power attack.
One power attack 'cause you moved. Yeah.
Because I moved. Yeah. That's a 14 on the die, plus 4 is 18, plus power attack.
18. So he has no cover there. He's +1. That is a heavy hit with power attack, so it's 3 damage.
And my lightsaber. Bzz, bzz.
Yeah, you see a little compartment open up on 44 as all you see is a come out of it and poke the guy. As you poke him in the abdomen somewhere, you see his eyes go wide. Ugh. People don't die of this in the current day seminar. And let's see, that's it for him. That was all your actions, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a light
I get
shiv.
SP back though. Yay! Because I
you
did.
did?
I did a maneuver without using SP, so I get SP back.
Get 1 SP back. But yeah.
1 SP. Yeah.
This guy is going to attack back. Oh man, is he stupid enough to try to move back? I'm going to give him an intelligence check here. Nope, he failed it. He tries to move back. You can use 1 of your AP to take attack opportunity if you would like to.
Yes, please.
Go for
Just
it.
standard attack.
Yep.
Oh, you want me
Well,
to
you can do whatever
confirm?
you want with it. You can use as many AP as you want on this.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so I can roll with advantage if I want.
Yeah. Just keep in mind it takes away from your next turn.
That's fine. Because I rolled a 1 on the first one, but since you said I could use AP, I'll roll with advantage. I'll roll a 17 on the other one. So,
Oh, okay. 21?
So that's a 21. I used 2 AP for that.
So your lightsaber just does this. You just put it out, put it back, put it out, put it back. 2 holes in him. 1 in his abdomen, 1 in his chest, and he falls over.
Nice.
Those were warning shots. You should have ran away.
This guy is unscathed right now, but looking very worried. Quirk.
I'm just gonna go for a well, okay. I'll spend 1 AP to reinforce Grom in case he decides to attack Grom.
Okay.
And then I'm going to spend the other AP or 3 AP on an attack on him. I'll do 1 to give myself advantage and spend another AP for a power attack.
Nice.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Okay, that's a 17
Total? With
yeah.
with your +4?
Or sorry, no, 18.
18?
Yeah.
Let's see. He has cover, so that's just a normal hit against him. But you did power attack, so it's 2 damage at least. Did I lose someone? What? Oh no. Oh no, you killed him. Never mind. Yeah, you shoot him. He starts to duck out of the way, and you get him, just nick him as he's going down. But you hear a yelp. That was everything for you because you reinforced Grom. So we come to his turn.
I forgot about this for everyone's lightsaber and blaster pistol attacks, but both of those weapons have the concealable trait.
Yeah, the first time you attack them.
And you have an advantage on the first attack you make against a creature using a concealed weapon once per creature per combat, which seems crazy powerful.
Once per creature per combat, really?
Mm-hmm.
Per creature, yeah. So you have to keep track of who you've attacked with a blaster. Yeah.
But that would have come up for all of our lightsaber and blaster pistol attacks.
100%. Should have had double advantage multiple times. Yeah.
You have advantage.
I mean, but we didn't miss a lot. So in retcon, to think about it in a retcon way, it's like, did we really ever not hit? But we could have with the 3. But if we were rolling 3 dice, we could have crit. Right?
Yeah. Once per combat. Once per against each creature. Once per combat. Wow.
It
seems weird, but
it seems right the first time you pull out a lightsaber or blaster pistol, but then it's no secret that Grom has a lightsaber anymore.
Right. I think it's just worded bad, and he actually probably meant to say once per combat. He said once per combat at the end, saying it like usually you'd say you only get to gain this effect once per each creature. Why would you add once per combat after that, right? Mm-hmm. So I think it's just bad grammar. I think he means once per combat.
Seems more reasonable, but I was looking at my character sheet and was reminded.
I could see a fighting maneuver, though, that could let you do that. Because in there, I feel like I've seen one style where it's more tricky and stuff with the saber.
Yeah.
And you can switch it on and off and stuff. And like that one dude.
Yeah, there's probably a fighting style like that. Maybe Asus will get the Ezo one. Not Ezo. God, I can't remember his name, but the one who had a blaster on his lightsaber.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Ezra.
Ezra, yeah. And Rebels. So this guy is going to move. He'll move here to get a good angle on Grom. He is going to do power attack. Does he want to do that?
No, probably not.
He's going to do advantage. Even 1-8.
What's the reinforced?
Remember, I'm giving him disadvantage, so.
Oh yeah, you're right. So let me reroll. Damn, I got an 18 too. So he got give advantage to himself, which gives him normal roll. Then rolled a 3. It says, "I ain't sticking around." Oh, this guy's gone. Way gone. Let's see. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He runs out. Is anyone going to pursue him?
Can I throw my lightsaber at him?
Nah, not really.
Ah, darn it.
That's a later ability. Let's see. Who would have gone?
Can I try my lightsaber? Instagram.
Aces, I don't think you've gone yet. If you wanted to.
I was going to spend however many action points it took to get up next to Grom.
Oh, okay. Assuming you can just kind of vault over this thing.
Yeah. He even would have done, since he's got 4 extra movement with his third action point. He'll do a Jedi force jump, flip over Grom to end up on the other side.
Oh, okay.
But at this point, the guy's already running away, so he'll stay there for protection. But that's all I need to do on my turn.
Okay, so you don't shoot at him.
I'll use my final action for the dodge.
Okie dokie. Well, it was 3 to get there. Then yeah, right. Dodge. Alrighty. Then I would say it's open. If the crazy lizard guy's not going to pursue him, is anyone else going to pursue them before he goes again?
No. Oh,
Okay. Mm-hmm. Then we are done. Oh, I'm going to stop sharing.
Wait a minute, we let some get away? That doesn't seem like us. I mean,
Doesn't seem
like me.
44. You could take a
Hey,
shot.
I mean, from the get, I said run away. When they started running away, I stopped shooting. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Then the lizard immediately turns around and says, See, they attacked. I told you they'd attack, and you're still just sitting there. And you look over, and what's her face? Sarn F is literally sitting there meditating.
She's too old for him.
I'm still convinced they're smoking something.
What do the rest of you want to do at this point? As the fighting, the adrenaline dies down, doesn't seem like there's any danger. There's no longer a guard there leading to that further into the wherever they came from.
Grom, you were incredible. Just so you know, you're more naked than usual.
You are missing patches of fur.
I like to tease.
Wow.
Very Jedi.
Let's go ask Sarneth if they have any bandages.
Sounds good.
Already.
I don't know how medicine checks work or even how healing works. But
Well, it's a there's a lot of rest in this game.
right, so basically take a short rest and you could use your
rest die.
rest points to get back here.
So
Gotcha.
the quickest one is you can do a quick rest. It takes 10 minutes, and you can only do it twice per 24 hours, but it lets you spend 1 or more rest points. Each rest point gives you 2 HP.
and
Okay.
also part of my commander class features is inspiring presence. Whenever you spend SP in combat, you can restore an amount of HP equal to the SP spent.
Yeah.
Oh!
Did you
So
spend SP? Yeah. You
Yeah,
did
a
something.
couple of times. So could I give him another couple HP?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay,
So
so
you-
that's 2 from you, and then if I use 2 of my rest points, that's 4.
4 more. Yeah.
All right, I'll do that. So I'll get 6 points back. I'm up to 9 then.
Yeah.
Right.
You were very inspired by Quark's presence. How you could just talk.
Those
take
were
forever to
wise
say
words.
something. You could take forever to say something in the middle of combat and didn't seem worried about it. Just stands there. All right. The rest of you, I don't think the rest of you got hurt. They seem to focus on Grom. And they did not expect.
Well, that's what happens when you run screaming into combat.
It is his class, though. It's what he's made for. So, kind of.
It does bring up a question though about time spent. Like, so when we were on the ship, I was busy, adding components to myself, like a flamethrower and a arc shock appendage and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that wasn't really considered a long rest. So like we still haven't taken a long, like the last long rest we had was back on the prison ship when.
I'm still down 1 hit point from, I think, of that vacuum tunnel.
Yeah, I'm still down 3 hit points from when we were back on the other ship. Yeah.
So, are you going to use a rest point?
I mean, if we're going to take a short rest, yeah, I will.
Yep. Take a quick 10-minute rest.
Sure.
And then short rest are 2 and 24 hours. They just regain some abilities are based on short rest. It's the only difference.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't know.
And then how do we regain SP out of combat?
You just get it back after combat.
Oh, so as soon as it's up? Okay, sweet.
Mm-hmm. Technically, I think it comes back to the beginning of combat, weirdly enough, the way it's written. But when you roll initiative.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Just want to make sure that I'm staying above the board here. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like we're super powerful at the moment, so I don't want to make it like even more exaggerated.
Shit, what's his name? I need to get better at my own names I made up
Yeah,
myself.
what'd you make them for?
Zhauri Zabrak.
Now, when I can't pronounce the Russian names in White Death, I mean, I didn't make those names. Otherwise, I would have made really easy names.
I know. I made these, but honestly, I just went online. I'm like, oh, that's what their names are supposed to be like. But the Zauri will be amazed. He's, wow, you all really took care of them. I was not really picking sides yet, if I'm being totally honest. I don't really know.
I was totally not trying to kill anyone.
He looks over at like a decapitated person. Oh. Well, what are you all going to do now?
Were you going to take us somewhere? Didn't you have something to show us?
Yeah, I was going to show you here. I could show you the I don't even know what we call it. The dome for the infinite entity.
I'm going to ask, and you'll have to translate. Why did they attack us for?
Do you know why they attacked us? Gron is wanting to know.
I guess that they probably just thought that Sareth's side was getting reinforcements, so they want to attack before get situated or more come.
Oh, was one of the people the one that was looking at us suspiciously in the beginning?
Yeah, what about him?
Was that one of the guys that attacked us?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is he still just over there then?
Oh, no. Sorry. He's one of the one who ran.
Oh, okay.
So he was among them. Okay.
Yeah. He was the first guy who ran.
Asus turns to 44. There is a prophecy mural of you at the beach if you want to go look at that.
Prophecy at the beach.
All right.
I would like to see this droid looking at the beach.
Well, why don't you guys get on the back of this drill here, and I'll just drive us there.
Drills your transportation here. That's cool.
Yep. And he gets on this drill. He kind of kicks it into gear, hits something on the panel. There is a nice little spot in the back where it looks like you could hook up a cart of something, possibly so the drill can also act as a thing to move things around. And you all can just kind of hop on the back as he drives it forward.
We'll help him.
No questions for the lady who was like apparently there's.
Do you want to ask her anything?
I'm not.
She is speaking to the others around her, but you'd have to get closer to hear.
Well, Quark will go over.
Mm-hmm. As you come up, you'll hear her saying, the infinite entity is on the light side, and he will protect us against anything that could happen, as sending these people here to block the aggressors.
Under his breath, if the infinite entity can affect things outside of it now, why do we have to free it? Just like contemplate, loud enough for Grom to hear.
But what does Quark say as he comes up?
Well, my dear, it has been good to see you again. But let me ask a question, if I may.
Yeah.
Do you know who buried this to begin with?
No, I don't.
So none of the symbols that you've been seeing tell the tale of this infinite entity.
No, I don't recognize the symbols. There was the one, like I said, a figure with an obvious family that seemed to have gotten lost, like a mural, lost them. There was another one who, it actually reminds me of you a bit. Someone who is obviously working against their own kind. Interesting.
Oh,
But
I'm
they're all
going
symbols.
to.
They're not language or anything like that.
Oh, has Quirk seen any of these yet?
No.
Okay, because he does. He is fluent in Sith.
Okay.
So if there was something written in the Sith language, he'd probably be able to read it. So I go, well, my dear, we must move along to our next destination. It has been lovely to see you again. And he'll lean in and give her a warm, friendly hug because these people have known each other for quite some time.
Yeah. Yep.
And then
she'll hug back and say, "I am so glad that you are still alive. I thought the worst when I was sent here and what was going to happen to you."
I feel the same about you. And then he'll sort of lean in just a little bit and whisper in her ear, perhaps all is not as it seems.
Roll a, it's not going to have a big effect now, but roll a persuasion. Or no, influence, sorry.
Okay, just let me...
Plant that seed. Wait, that sounds weird, but whatever.
16.
Only because you made it weird.
What? What?
Planting seeds in there. But anyway,
he said plant your seeds.
Yeah. Make it worse.
Yeah.
Terrible. Terrible. Who thought of that? Weirdo. You say that to her and she kind of narrows her eyes at you, but shakes her head a bit.
It's ego from Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You see her head tilt down slightly and then look back up at you.
And then I'll rejoin the group and we're on to our next destination.
All right, so you take the drill going through the different hallways. You actually do go down the hallway where those people came from, but you can tell that it veers off in multiple directions. The Zabrak seems to be kind of he mentions a couple of things, most of them don't matter. He's at one point he's like the other side who's led by Laris Voss, they make alcohol out of that paste. I don't know how they do it, but whatever. And he keeps going on.
The Prom likes that.
They got a distillery to make hooch. I love it. Of course they do. Why would they? Why wouldn't they?
It's a dark side thing. But anyways, they continue on for a while. He goes down different paths, and you can tell he's definitely going down the most used path here, the most recently used, the most recently dug out. In the distance, you eventually do see, with some emergency lights just dimly lit in the future, you do see like the start of this big white dome. You can tell there's some mural on the front of it. And on top of that, you see, as you get closer, a crack going right down, straight down the mural, bisecting it with two different murals on either side of it.
That's pretty cool. A little interesting.
Roll investigations. Oh, another thing I'd mention is, as you get close, you see that's also been pretty dug out pretty far to confirm that it is very hemisphere-like.
Investigation?
Mm-hmm.
Problems?
Everyone?
Yep. Anyone wants to look at the mural?
I got 11.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking
I
for
got a 12.
a droid.
19.
19, wow.
14.
14. Quark, you see a symbol, some symbols on it that look like what's that murder show with the Indians? Whatever, where they all disappear one at a time, get killed off one at a time.
Roanoke?
No, it's something Little Indians. But anyway, it's a mystery thing. But the
Christie mystery?
Yeah, I think so, Agatha Christie. But you see like figures that are together, and they seem to be facing a crowd in front of them. And then one goes missing, shifts over, another one goes missing, shifts over, another one goes missing. And you can't help feel a connection to that. So that's basically what you went through.
The 10 Little Indians? Is that what you're thinking of?
Yes, 10 Little Indians. Yeah. Okay.
So are we talking about literally like glyphs and stuff that move the way Dave
No,
Filoni
they don't move.
had them?
It's just like I forgot about the freaking. I hate that thing. Never mind. I don't want to get into it. The infinite space crap, the multiverse. Why they bring multiverse into everything? Anyways, this is more like just physical. So you can see it's like the group in front of a crowd, facing a crowd, and you can tell the crowd is meant as like an invading army almost, like standing up to it.
Okay.
And then you can see shift over. If you look over to the right, it's almost like another frame of it, and you see one has disappeared. Shift over.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Like comic book panels.
Yep. Almost like comic book panels.
So Grom failed, so I'm like, obviously, multiverse.
44, you do see the droid. You see a droid that was basically rudimentary drawings of it being enslaved. You see it being whipped. You see it being like its head being popped off and put back on. You see this you see it was shackles. And then over a bit, as it continues on, you see it going through these phases. And as you get to the last one, it's just sitting, looking at a vast ocean.
Does its body shape have any resemblance to mine?
What did you roll on your investigation?
A 14.
Yeah, now that you mention it, it seems to have like spider-like legs a little bit. They're hard to see when you get a little closer. You can see them.
So it's not a biped. It has 4 legs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What did Asus get?
12.
12. You see what appears to be a table with people around it, a big square table with people around it. You see them pointing at each other and stuff like that. Possibly supposed to represent an argument of some sort. Your 12 would tell you that. Another frame, as you look over to the right, there's different people. There's a figure, smaller figure, standing on top of the table. And they're pointing at him now. Or at that figure. And then the next frame, the figure is off, is alone. And then the next frame, you see the figure like fighting. And Grom?
Yeah.
Why are you making me
You're
laugh?
like licking like paste off your beard. Off your fur. But Quirk, you will notice that after you finish yours quickly with your good investigation, you will notice that you indeed see what is obviously supposed to be a Wookiee, which is strange to see on here. A furry, tall, furry creature with a family of Wookiees. And then you see like a hand, man, like on one of the murals, there's like a big hand and it just grabs one of the Wookiees. And then you see the next frame, another hand, it's grabbing another one of the next frame, the family's there, but without the one it grabbed. It comes in to grab another smaller one. And then the next frame, you just see like the whole family's gone. It's just emptiness. But you can point it out to Grom, and you're like, yeah, that's weird. As you look at these, what do you all do? I assume you're just kind of Zilri will come up in this and he say, "Yeah, let me show you something." And he comes up with his laser drill, and he started up. And these laser drills have like a time to start up. They have a very smaller distance, and they take a long time to power up. And they power up time. And he starts coming to the dome, and the cart just doesn't go forward. You see the wheels start trying to go forward, and it just doesn't go forward at all. It can't get close enough to this thing to do any real damage with the drill.
I'm going to try to reach out with the force and see if I can sense any emotions coming from within the dome.
Roll a spell attack.
And
See
does
how
the
well you can do
dome
it.
look force field-ish? Does it look stone-ish and the drill can't
looks
even
like-
get close to the
If
stone?
you were to like put something on it, it'd be like granite,
Okay.
like white granite. It's rare.
I got a total
Yeah, it can't be
sorry.
granite.
total
ahead.
16.
16. You all see Grom put out his arm, trying to concentrate on it, and you see the mural light up slightly. You see where the figures of those little figures were of what looks like his story. They all kind of light up, and it starts to spread out throughout the entire mural. It goes into the other sections. You hear a big sound. Z-Rail goes, "What in the..." And he quickly gets onto his laser drill and starts backing up. The dome itself starts parting the stone underneath it, like it hasn't been opened in an extremely long time. And it's just slowly moves open. You can see it's actually digging through some of the gravel on the bottom, moving slowly. You get a sudden rush of air. It smells... It's like saying it smells stale is an understatement. You smell and it smells weird, not bad per se, but very, very strange. Probably something like you've never smelled before. Almost like going into a tomb, perhaps, that's been covered for so long.
Ram, hey buddy. What are we doing?
Getting in touch with my emotions.
Oh, God.
Wow.
This is what man can do when he finally gets in touch with his emotions.
Do I sense any emotions while I'm doing that?
The doors do come forward slightly to make room as they open up slowly. Immediately, you two, Grom and Asus, you do feel something. You feel exhilaration. You can feel it in yourself. At first, you just feel exhilarated, like, wow, this is amazing. This is great. This is the best thing that could happen. Roll a mental save.
Do
Oh boy.
I get anything from my meditation earlier or no?
Y'all about to get brainwashed by this thing.
Yes, I would say you get advantage on this for sure.
What? Do I get advantage here or no? Or just
No.
Is this like intelligence check? Is that what a mental?
It is. It's a charisma or intelligence save, whatever's better.
Okay.
So for you, it's probably going to be intelligence save.
I'm
Which
glad I
one,
rolled
too?
high because I suck. Yeah, I rolled 18 plus 2, so 20. 30, 20.
Natural 20 for 23.
Holy shit.
Nice.
Yeah. You negate any influence, but with a natural 20, Aces, not only do you the influence, you realize that you're feeling someone else's emotions that are running through you. And you can almost see that emotions would exactly match what you would feel if you were suddenly free of
Great.
some type of thing.
Great. He moves into a non-threatening but ready stance.
As the doors continue to
Can I say real dramatically, it's free?
Grom says it's free.
I don't know what that means. so confused.
As you look inside this dome, it's probably about a 70-foot diameter. And within it, you see some type of blackened throne. Throne's not the right word. Ziggurat might be the better word, of like steps going up to a top. You see wisp of something in there. You can't really make it out. And yet a voice comes through nonetheless that all of you can hear. And it goes,
"Yes, free at last. Please, come join me. We have much to discuss. I have foreseen this."
What a sound effect.
And we can pick this up next time, possibly.
Excellent.
Yep.
Yeah, I have so many questions. Per usual.
They'll be answered next time.
Yeah.
Next time.
Star Wars DC20. All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us, and thanks Greg for GMing. And don't forget to subscribe so you can keep track of all of our shows and stuff. We got lots of different shows on the Cabot Crossing channel, and we also publish books like this new Enchanted Tales and Twisted Lore anthology, which is volume 1 of a 2-volume set. It's available for pre-order right now.
Which
and
Colton's in.
I'm in it, yes.
Colton is one of the authors. I'm one of the authors. Victoria from the other group. I'm not sure if everyone's seen her yet or not at this point when you watch this, but she's in some other videos like Secrets of Cats and other things. She's also one of the authors and editors.
Victoria is a delight, and her writing is always a joy.
Yep.
She's also not sarcastic at all.
No,
No. Never. Always serious. All right. Well, thanks a lot, everybody. And until our next episode, may the Force be with you.
When the dice roll high, we touch the sky. But when they crash, it's a belly laugh. GenrePlay lighting the way. Our tales unleash the wild rampage through